The information presented in this virtual exercise program is current as of June 2022. This programming may involve diverse exercise activities encompassing a range of physical demands. Although the programming is being led by certified practitioners in the respective disciplines, you agree that you are voluntarily accepting the risks of physical activity that may be particular to your individual health and fitness circumstances, and you agree that we will not be held liable for these risks or any injuries or damages arising therefrom. Further, we are unable to monitor your health status during the programming or call for medical attention on your behalf. By participating, you warrant that you are physically capable of performing the activities of the particular program and that you will cease the activities should you begin to feel unwell at any time. The information provided by the exercise program leaders is not intended to be medical advice or personal training. We recommend that each participant discuss their medical circumstances and the programming with their physician.
Welcome to the Kidney Wellness Hub. I am so glad you could join us today. My name is Brenda Brown, and today's class is a Gentle Hatha class. It's designed for waking up in the morning and to get you going. It is going to be focused on gentle sun salutations. If you get tired and you need to take a break, hit pause and come back and join us when you can. Okay, let's get started. Please join me at the top of your mat. Take your feet approximately hip width apart, and if you want to be able to measure that, take your two fists and put them down between your feet. Your feet should be in line approximately around your hips. Please ground your feet using your toe pads, your pinky toe pads, your big toe pad, and your heels. That'll help root you into the mat or into the earth. Then from there, make sure that you're coming up strong through your calves, over your kneecaps, in through your thighs, up into your pelvis, and slightly tip your pelvis so that you're strong in through your navel, hugging it through spine, up in through your ribs, and then roll your shoulders back, down away from your ears. And then engage your arms so they're strong, hands facing frontwards. Neck is long, crown reaching towards the sky, but keep your chin parallel to the earth. Focus frontwards in front of you, find some focal point or a drishti, or if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes and focus inwards. Take a large inhale, and then sigh and exhale all that stale air. And again, inhale and exhale deeply. And do so again at your own pace. Try not to focus on the things that you need to do today, but instead take this time to just allow yourself to be centered. Continue breathing at your own pace. Perhaps set an intention for your day, whether that's bringing in joy or energy or gratitude. Or maybe it's just an intention for your practice today. Take one more inhale, and then flutter your eyes open if they were closed. Now with your next inhale, raise your arms high to sky, touch palms, and on your exhale, bring them down to heart center. On inhale, raise arms to sky, touch palms, and then bring them all the way down to meet your mat and the earth. Bend gently and deeply into your knees if necessary, and allow your chest to meet your tops of your thighs, and hang out here for a bit, allowing your head to reach to the earth into a gentle forward fold. You can grab either elbow if this is comfortable for you, rocking from side to side, loosening up those hamstrings and your lower back. On your next inhale, bring your hands to shin into halfway fold, making sure that your neck is still in line with your spine. Don't raise it up high or keep it low. Exhale to forward fold. Again, bending as much as is necessary and comfortable for you. Remember, this is your practice, so do as much as is necessary. There should never be pain, only sensation. Then we rise all the way to sky, and then forward fold, as we just did. Plant your hands firmly into the earth on either side of your feet. Take your right foot all the way back behind you, as if you're in railroad tracks between right and left in a runner's lunge. And then lower your right knee to the earth. Left knee should be stacked above your left ankle. And on your inhale, rise shoulders above hips into your lower lunge. You can lean a little bit more into that front leg and feel that stretch along that front hip, your right hip. When you're ready and this feels comfortable, rise arms to sky. Turn your pinkies in towards each other, engaging your biceps. If you feel comfortable to lean back into a bend, please do so. Otherwise, stay right here. If this hurts your shoulders at any time, please bring your shoulders and hands back down to heart center. On your exhale, bring both palms back down in front of your front foot. Lift that back leg and have your front foot meet it in downward dog. Raising hips to sky, pushing away from the earth with both your palms. And the intention is that you're pushing with your hands and reaching with your heels towards the earth, while hips are reaching towards the sky. Bend your knees as much as you need. They don't have to be straight. You don't want to lock them. And remember to breathe. Always come back to the breath. Take a big inhale and sigh it out. Again, inhale and sigh it out. When I first started practicing yoga, my teachers used to tell me this is a resting pose. But everything is engaged and working in a downward dog. It took me years to understand that this actually was resting. Sometimes it still feels like work. Now come forward onto both hands. Bring your knees down. And again, we're going to engage those arms as if we're pushing away from the earth, and slowly hug those arms in towards our chest and come down all the way to the earth. Straighten our back legs out, untuck our feet so our toenails, our tippy toes are on the mat. Bring our hands slightly back towards our ribs. Allow our head to come towards the mat. Take a breath. And on our inhale, we're going to raise our chest forward into cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck our toes. Push back up through that half plank, all the way in back into downward dog. Lift your left foot high into sky. Bend it towards your belly and bring it forward. If it needs a help, lift it forward so that it's back into the front of your mat. And then bring your other foot forward to meet it into forward fold. Bring your hands to shins, halfway rise. Release on your exhale to forward fold. Take your palms in forward, all the way out wide, reverse swan from your hips, coming up forward. Hands raised to sky, palms touch, down through heart center. Release your palms to front, into Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe here. One sun salutation has been completed. Go back to your intention that you might have said at the beginning of the practice. Mine is usually gratitude. I'm always grateful to be here. Usually grateful just to wake up in the morning. On your next inhale, take your hands to sky, palms touch, down through heart center. Bring your palms in front, all the way to forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, into halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. And then take your left leg back behind you, heel above the ball of your foot. Release that back knee so it gently meets the earth. Once you've found that railway tracks between your front leg and your back, raise your torso to stack your shoulders above your hips, and then release as deeply as you want to in those hips so you can feel that gentle stretch in your left side. Once you've keep all this, then you can raise your arms above as you did before and find that position that is comfortable for you, either with that slight back bend, arms high, or arms in front of you. Again, whichever is your feeling like this morning. On your next exhale, release hands down to either side of your foot. Lift that back leg. Take your front foot to meet the back leg and push hips high into downward dog. Again, pushing earth away with your hands and with the intention of your heels meeting the earth. On your inhale, bring your knees forward down to the ground and coming down, again, keeping your arms very close to your body as you're coming all the way down slowly to the earth. Untucking both legs so that your tops of your feet are on the mat. Slightly moving your hands back beside your ribs, hugging those elbows to your body so they aren't flailing out. You want to make sure that they're strong and engaged beside you. And then on your inhale, rise your torso into cobra and exhale down. Tuck your toes and then through either knees, or if it's in you, come straight up into plank and then into dog. Raise that left leg and help it move forward into up in the front. Actually, I think I messed that one up. I think we're supposed to be the other way around. It's never a class without making a mistake. We always get our rights and lefts mixed up. So we'll go this way. So we have to move our right foot forward, release the left leg down. Once we're here, and you've got that firm strength in your lower half of your body, make sure you are ready on your inhale to rise your torso with strength. Again, stacking your shoulders above your hips, and then slowly release into the hip to feel that stretch. Again, not to pain, only sensation. Find your edge. And then on your next inhale, rise arms to sky. And your gaze may follow or find that focal point in front of you. Take a few deep breaths here. On your next exhale, release hands to either side of your front foot. Raise your back leg and have it meet your front. In forward fold. Hands to shins. In halfway rise. Release to forward fold. Halfway rise. Forward fold. Hold your elbows from side to side. Put your hands underneath your feet, palms up. Feel the stretch in your wrists. This is pretty good for all of us that work at desks and are typing all the time. We don't stretch our wrists out enough. Or our backs of our shoulders. Now release your hands, give them a bit of a shake. Step back into down dog. We're going to walk our hands back. So we're standing at the back of our mat. In a forward fold. And now we're just going to come down slowly to our bottoms and come to the middle of your mat. And take your legs out wide. Oh, that was a crack. And I want you to be able to sit up tall in your seat. So that might mean moving your sits bones and your flesh a little bit away from your sits bones. But sit up tall in your spine. And then we're going to slowly fold ourselves forward. And that doesn't mean folding ourselves forward from our middle of our back, but actually from our waist. So this could be as far as you go. And this is fine. So slowly on each exhale, you're going to go, keep your feet pointing forward towards the ceiling and the sky. You may hold on to them if that's comfortable for you. You may only reach out to the outsides of your legs. On each exhale, just release a little bit deeper. And again, just finding that edge, whatever that edge is for you. And it's just working that inner parts of the inner thighs. And always working with the breath. Trying not to hunch up our shoulders towards our ears. I find myself doing that sometimes when I'm feeling stressed or worked. I think it's my day job, working at a computer. Okay, slowly roll yourselves back up. Bring those legs together, give them a shake. And then we're gonna work ourselves so that we come down slowly on our mats. And if it means working yourselves on your mat with your elbows, you're coming all the way back onto your back, keeping your knees bent. Take your legs as wide as your mat, so feet on either side of your mat. And then we're going to windshield wiper our knees from either side of the mat. From side to side, this will work and release some of the tension in your lower back from doing all those forward folds and downward dog. The lunges, you can keep your hands either out in a T or cactus arms while you're doing this. Robot arms or cactus arms or a T, or down at your side, whichever is most comfortable for you, depending on what your shoulder mobility is like. And just allow them to fold from side to side, working out any tension. You can go as fast or as slow as you want when you're doing these exercises. But it's just maintaining that your shoulders are stable on the mat. Don't allow them to lift off when you're doing the twist of the bottom half of your legs. Okay, come back, bring your legs back up to center. And then take both knees with your hands up into your chest. Give them a nice big hug. And you might feel good to give them a rock from side to side. I like to do little circles around my lower back. It gives them a nice little massage. You put your feet back onto the mat. And then lift your knees up. And then allow them to gently release to the left side. Arms out. And then if it's in your neck ability and mobility to do so, gently allow your neck to go to the opposite side, so to the right. And then you can have this twist come up as high as you need to, or as low, depending on, again, your mobility in your back, as long as your shoulders are maintained and still touching the mat or the earth. You can close your eyes if you want to. Just feel this twist in your body. Twists are really good to do at least every day. They help bring out our organs. They're also good for the parasympathetic nervous system. They help calm our nerves, calm and balance our brain and our whole body, just by helping us twist. And breathing into that twist. Just again, make sure that there's no pain, just you're feeling some sensation. So if this twist is too high and it's causing you pain, just back off the knees a little bit, reduce them down. And depending on where you're twisting, that you'll feel the twist a different spot in your spine. On your next inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Just release them down to your feet, but down to the earth for a moment. Take a big inhale and just realign the spine on the mat. And then inhale your knees back up, and then release gently to the earth on the other side. And then again, if it's in your ability and your neck feels good enough to turn to the opposite side, then you can do so. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. Give them another squeeze. Bring your head to your knees. Maybe recall your intention that you started at the beginning of the class, beginning of the practice. Release everything, your legs out long and strong. Shake it all out. And then prepare for Shavasana. Shavasana is the final pose for almost any yoga class or yoga practice, and is probably one of the most important because it allows you to just embrace the practice and melt your whole entire body into the earth, and just take a few moments to thank yourself, to release any breathing techniques you've engaged during the practice. To thank yourself and your body for the opportunity that you've just provided it, whether it's been 10 minutes or 60 minutes or 90 minutes of a practice, to just be able to give it 5 minutes or 15 minutes of Shavasana. So just whatever that few minutes it is that you give it, you can put a bolster or a blanket, roll it up on your knees if you need to give a little bit of pressure off of your low back. Put a cloth over your face to give you, cover up some light. Maybe cover yourself in a blanket, make yourself warm and comfortable. This is a time to really relish in and enjoy, and give yourself a nice warm hug for the practice you've just experienced. Take a deep breath. Exhale it all out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rock your legs from side to side. Take your knees up so your feet are planted and bent. Roll to one side or the other, whichever is most comfortable for you, into fetal position. And then use your arms to push yourself back up into a comfortable seated position. Whatever that might look like. It can be cross-legged, arms out, legs out in front of you. And then we just close our practice. I hope you enjoyed learning about sun salutations in the Gentle Hatha class. Thanks again for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you back here at the Kidney Wellness Hub soon. Don't forget to take the short wellness survey and help us continue to bring you value-added content. Namaste.
This video is brought to you by the Kidney Foundation of Canada, BC and Yukon branch. Please remember to like and subscribe. You can continue to watch another video or return to the Kidney Foundation Wellness Hub by clicking on the direct link in the description box below. If you would take a moment to fill out our short survey found below as well, we would greatly appreciate your input. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.